So, I posted the 3 videos on how to build the elevator and then realized something. I totally forgot how to show y'all how to get it to come to a floor that it's not currently on. Because, let's face it, if you're down here and the elevator's up there and you have no way of calling it to this floor, you're screwed. Well, I mean, you can fly if you're in creative mode, but if you can't, if you're not in creative mode, you're screwed. Which, by the way, if you didn't notice, I added a little bit just to kind of show you what you could do to disguise it a little bit, but not anything that's required, obviously. So, uh, do with it as you will. But yeah, so let's begin. So, what you're going to need is you're going to need a button. Here we go. And you're going to need some kind of solid block and a cover of some kind. This is where I find the one downside to using the stone slab block is there's no cover that looks like it, unfortunately. So I'm just going to use an iron one just for demonstration, but obviously you would probably want to use one that has a very similar, that looks like the block you're using. In my base, I just used, whatchamacallit? Oh, paved stone small bricks. So, real quick, I will show you how to do this. So, first thing you're going to need to do is build up 2 blocks. Then, you need to place a cover not underneath, but back one. And you'll see why in just a second. Go ahead and put your button there. Then, get a transmitter and set it to a frequency you haven't used. You can use the exact same frequency for every floor because of how we're going to set this up. So you don't have to remember but one frequency as far as the call button. So we're going to use frequency, how about we use 1000? That sounds good. You can use whatever you want, but I'm going to use 1000. And then now you can completely hide it. If you were using a block of iron, this would almost be invisible. If you use something that is a brick texture, it will look almost completely invisible because the textures will connect so well. So, but that's what you need. Now, you're going to set that up on all 3 floors, but I'm just going to do it for that one for now, for time's sake. Now, you set up this receiver. Go a little bit further over, this receiver, and this receiver. Okay. Go ahead and set all of them to 1000. Bam. All right. Now, I'm going to make this pretty compact for the sake of wanting it to be compact. So, place those there. All right. Now you have 2 AND gates. I will set this one up for if you're on the bottom floor. So, for this one, you want one system to detect if it's on the 2nd floor and one to detect if it's on the 3rd floor. See, now this one is primed and ready to go, partially. Now, you need a transmitter there and a transmitter there. Now, this is all you actually have to do other than figuring out what channel you need to transmit to. And the way you do that is you figure out what channel you transmit to move from the 3rd floor to the bottom floor over here. So let's go look at that real quick. So I believe this is our 3rd floor. Nope, that is the 2nd floor. This one's the 3rd floor. So let's see. This one makes it move. Hold on. Okay, So you need to send a signal to 31 and 30 to get the right. Yeah, 31 and 30 to get the right part. So, where's the other part of this? Here we go. To send a signal to 31 and 30, you need to send a signal to 32. I know I made that really confusing, but all you need to know is 32. If you're using the same numbers as me, this makes it a lot easier, but if not, just kind of go through and replace the numbers, and you should be able to figure out what it is. You want to make it like you are clicking the one that's here. Actually, I should have just shown you all that. That's much easier. So whatever button is your bottom button transmitter on the top floor, that's the one you want to use on that one. For the other one, you want to make it whatever your bottom one is on the second floor. So it's going to be 21. All right, now we're going to watch this work. And now we wait. As you can see, the light flickering and crap like that, so it's going. It is working. Looks like it just went past the second floor. There it is. There it is. Oh, yeah. And it stopped. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. I forgot it stops one higher than what I have the button set to, or the pressure plate set to. So, obviously, you need to move stuff around. I will say this, if you need, or if you're planning on putting like a door that opens and stuff, you're going to want to move these buttons further out. You don't want them right up next to it, otherwise you're not going to be able to do it. And you're probably going to want a 1 block gap between the buttons and between the buttons and the door. So keep that in mind. So that one worked there. So I'm going to now set up this one. All right, so let's set this one up to be for, let's set it up to be for the second floor. Sounds good to me. I don't care if it sounds good to y'all. I'm just kidding. I do care, just not that much. But also, I won't know if you care or not because I can't hear you. So, all right. So now what you need to do is figure out which one this needs to send to and which one this needs to send to. So we're going to do if it's detecting that it's on the bottom floor, since it is there. So to move from the bottom floor to the second floor, you need to use this transmitter, so it's 12. So just set up 1, 2, 1, 12. All right. To get it from the third floor down, you need to look at the top transmitter, so it's 33. All right. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, look at that. It's ready to go. And I won't set up the buttons yet. Ooh, this way. Now, we need to set up the one for the third floor. All right, here we go. Here we go. Receive. No, that's a block. Dang it. Stupid lag made me select the wrong one. Look at me. Must be a gamer. I blame everything on lag. All right, so you got 1 and you got 2. So on 1, you need to send the signal to 13. So you look at the top one, because that's the one that will send you to the top floor from the bottom floor. All right. Now look at the top one here, 20. That will send you from the second floor to the third floor. And now you're done with this. Now all you have to do is set up the buttons how I showed you before, and it'll work on all 3 floors. If there's a problem and you can't figure out what it is, you can ask me. Heck, you can post a video and just have me watch it and see if I can figure out what you did wrong. So, and if I can't, I'm sorry. I'm not a genius, but I should be able to figure it out. This stuff isn't super complicated. And that's coming from someone who this is literally the first redstone logic thing I've ever built. And so, yeah. But there you go. There's your redstone in motion elevator, just a simple one, and it's ready to go. If y'all want me to show y'all how I made all the floors ding and have doors and stuff, I can do that too. But I mean, that stuff's pretty straightforward. That requires no actual redstone logic. You just have to run it off of this block. So you put uh, put redstone torches here to make it invert for the doors and stuff like that. And so it's really not that difficult, but I'll do it if y'all really want me to. But that's it for now. Thanks. Bye.